Hey, welcome to the Route 56 recap. This week our study was on the Transfiguration, and happy coincidence, that was the same study that Chris did with all of you guys in our main sermon. So our focus for the study was just asking the students who they're going to follow, and just putting before them that they need to make a choice in life about who they're going to follow. We had a grabber game that was sort of a espionage spy thing where we had them, choose two leaders that they were going to follow, as opposed to the other two leaders. And, if they choose the wrong leaders, they'll die. And we silly stringed the kids who picked the wrong leaders and stuff, just to sort of play around with it, but really to drive home the point to them that, this decision of following Christ, like this is the life of your soul. This is the eternal destination of your soul. And you need to make a wise choice about that. You need to think about it. And one of our students brought up, like with the game, I didn't have a chance to make a choice, or, everyone else made a choice before me and I didn't have time. And it just really gave us a kind of segue into the whole point too, that, not making a choice is still making a choice. So at some point you really do need to ask yourself, who's Christ and what do I think about that? Is he my Lord or not? And that just not thinking about it would, be the same thing. And so it kind of pulled in really well. There was a lot to pull from that example, I'm sure you can imagine. And it was fun for the kids too. So we went from there, into the study of Jesus and God pretty much saying, this is my son from heaven. So pretty cool. You guys heard about that during your sermon. But two questions that you can ask your kids this week to just build on this lesson would be, what types of things did Jesus do to build his disciples' confidence that he was the Messiah? And we've been studying so many miracles, so many just different conversations he's had with them, so many of his descriptions of what the prophets have said about who he is. So there's a lot there about what Jesus did with his disciples. And then a follow-up question would be, what things has Jesus done in your life to show you that he's God and that he cares about you? This might be a little bit harder for them because most of them don't have major miracle type things that have happened to them. But hopefully that's something that they can start to think through, and hopefully something that you can, answer to, and help them just to get a sense of like, okay, this is what happened in my parents' life, this is what's happened in my family's life, and sort of build a picture of who they are and in their family and in their spiritual, family. And then for them just to see too how God's revealing himself to them. So hopefully that's helpful for you, and you guys get some conversations out of that this week. Have a great one. See you next.